Hello and welcome to Cadence Design Systems Fidelity Tutorial Tuesday, where we show you how to use a feature or demonstrate a technique in just a few minutes. Today we are continuing our series on Fidelity CharLES. We are going to take a look at some basic diagnostics and geometry repairs in Surfer. To begin, we are first going to open our geometry in the Connect app. We are going to use the command line approach here. Note that the CharLES command is just an alias that is pointing to the CharLES launch script. And the surfer.exe is calling the surfer function, and then the --surf is calling the surface function, and then we have the queen.sbin, which is the actual geometry, and the --i is the interface string. The geometry has now been loaded into the Connect app. We can move the mouse around or click and move the mouse around to take a look at the different views of the geometry. And for the first task, we are going to take a look at the surface diagnostic tool in Surfer. And to use that, you're going to go to Surfer, Surface Diagnostics. And for now, we just want to see some variables output and click on Apply. And it's going to do some surface diagnostics and then give you some information in the command window below. And just note that if your Connect app does not have that, you can go to Miscellaneous, then Interactive Console to enable that window here. Now, looking at the results of the surface diagnostics, you can actually see that we have some warnings that we can see. We have some open edges, about 30 of them, but we have nothing with the non-manifold elements. So now we are going to look at how to visualize the open edges. You go to Views and then click on Edges, and it's going to highlight all the open edges in blue rings in the geometry here. So you can move around to see where the open edges are, and it looks like we have just one ring at the top here. So we are going to go to this ring. You're going to select it as an open edge. Then you can go to Surfer. You're going to go to Edge or Hole Repairs. You're going to do Close Selected Open Edges. And there you see that we have actually closed that selected open edge. And if you go into Vis Center and you go into the zones, you can see that the new subzone has been created called Closed Loops _0, which is our new closed patch to close the hole. So now that we have closed the hole, we can actually investigate to see if we've closed all the holes that are needed for this geometry by going back to Surfer and Surface Diagnostics again. And then you're going to click on Variables. It's not really needed, but if you want to, you can leave it on. And then click Apply. And then you can run the diagnostics. And you can see here that there's no open edges anymore, no discernible problems based on GCL volume and simple edge-based diagnostics. And there are no errors detected with the geometry here. And this was a simple diagnostics check, but you can actually do much more in-depth diagnosis by clicking on the self intersections. And we are going to do some sampling of the surface to avoid false positives. And then you can click on Apply, and it's going to run a much longer, more detailed diagnosis, checking for overlapping surfaces, imprinting surfaces, intersecting or penetrating tries, etc. And again, we can see here that nothing is detected in this geometry. We're going to demonstrate the hole repair feature with another geometry here. To do that, we are going to type clear in the command window, and then we are going to do serve has been concentric rings. I believe I got it right. So you can see on this geometry there that we have a number of shells that are 6 open edge loops which we would like to close. So to view these open edge loops, you can also go back again to Views and Edges, and you can see the edges here. So to close these open edge loops, you can actually select one of these faces or these open edges and then go to Surfer, Edge Hole Repairs, close selected open edge groups, and then you can see here that we have closed this side of it, and you can actually just move to the other side and do the exact same thing. So you select all the blue rings, 1, 2, and then you go again, Surfer, Edge Hole Repairs, close selected open edges, and you can see that we have closed this loop completely. If you like this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, drop us a line below or connect with us via LinkedIn, which is linked below. Thank you and have a pleasant Tuesday.